Hi, welcome to Storytime with Doodad. I'm your host, Larry. You know, during COVID, I wanted to entertain and I wanted to keep in touch with all my friends. So I developed Pick a Card as a way of engaging with all my friends from the shopping channel and the shows and from Mackenzie and the Bathurst Manor and Humber College. And I thought it was a fun way to keep it together, and I think it was a success. Then I created the talk show, Show Talk, for the same reason. We were all in the same boat. We all hit a brick wall. And there's so many great characters in this business. It was a way to tell stories and get you to meet people otherwise and hear stories that you would not otherwise hear about. And my regret, of course, is I didn't interview my own father and get more of his stories and memorialize them and put it to film, because he had so many stories about the orphanage, about driving taxi, about Germany before he made his way over to England at 9 years old. So that is a big regret that I didn't do. But you know what? That doesn't mean you can't do it. So if your mom or dad is still alive, if they've got stories, just put your camera in front of them and film them for, an hour. Film them for 20 minutes and just do it occasionally. Put it off to the side. Get their permission, of course. But then you can edit it later. And I think it's something you can show your grandchildren or their children one day. And that's it. Yeah, a lot of changes are happening in this industry. A lot of you right now are out west at the Calgary Stampedes. And I'm not. Things have changed for me. I've slowed down, but I haven't stopped. And I'm just doing the odd show here and there and much closer to home. But I went to see the new Mission Impossible movie last night and ordered some very expensive popcorn and a Coke, and it was great. The leather reclining seats. I went to the one in Don Mills, the VIP. It's a nice treat. You spend the extra few bucks and the recliner chairs are great. So the show is, in fact, I spoke to the organizers today. The show is, in fact, going to be 8 days next year. Work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, and then come back again Wednesday to finish it off. There's nothing I can do. I said my piece, and I think they certainly needed much more of a stir to get them to change anything than my one voice. Because, again, I'm always reminded that I'm not part of the core business. I'm one of you guys, the pitchmen. And we do have our place, and there's very, very, very few pitchmen left. There's a lot of retail selling going on, but when I say pitch, I'm talking about something with a story, something with a beginning, middle, and an end, a play in miniature, if you will, and there really isn't too many of us left. But anyways, that's not either a good thing or a bad thing. It's just an old way of selling things that I always thought was entertaining at the shows, because we controlled people. And that's why I always said, when it was slow, don't concern yourself with who's not at the show. Worry about the people that you have in front of you. Because if you've got 8 people in front of you, it doesn't matter if 8 walk by while you're talking to them or 80. It doesn't matter. You've lost them. You'll never see them again. They're not coming down that aisle again, chances are. So just concern yourself with the people in front of you and look at every person. If it's a $50 item, then you see them coming down the aisle, engage with them, because that is a potential $50 bill. Guys, I don't have to teach you anything. Many of you have been doing it a long time, and I'm just rambling because this is my show. And if you want a show, do it. Like I say, interview your friends. You've got interesting friends, you've got interesting family. Interview them, memorialize it, save it, edit it, and then one day post it. And one day, somebody in the near distant future will watch it and go, well, that was really good to hear about my great-grandfather. Guys, that's it for now. Have a yabba dabba doodad. Have a doodad day.